Hello guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you all? I hope that everyone is cool. And just a pre-announcement before everything. I would love to switch to MNQ for trading and would love to go for 5 micro. The reason is right now in Nasdaq, its volatility is huge. So even if I go for one contract and then I take two losses, then it's gonna be like 600, 700, $800 loss. So I don't want to get all of this loss. I would love to stay in MNQ so that even if I take two losses, they are going to be like maximum 300 to $400 loss maximum. So this is a pre-announcement. You will see here it will be trade of it, and here it will be paper trade, but I will keep it hide, okay? Because most of the time I'll be here in Nasdaq. If and only if I need to push the button, I'll come here and I'll push the button for 5 handle. So I will keep it hide like this way, okay? Some kind of or can yeah, that is all. I will start all of my pre-market analysis when I will see there is 50 likes. As I can see 60 people are watching. When there will be 50 likes, I'll start talking about the today's pre-market analysis. So far, what do you see in 2025? The way I'm doing the pre-market analysis, how it is going, I mean how it is working. Isn't it awesome? Now entry, yeah, there is some problem with entries because right now market is in rush and not good price action, huge volatility. So entries are little difficult, but direction, price action, price action is also cool, except the entry opportunity. Let's wait for the 50 likes. Now it's 24 likes. Either I need 50 likes or I need 24 people watching here. Either 24 people watching or 50 likes. Any of them I need to start pre-market analysis. If you don't make it 50 likes, I will do no pre-market analysis. I'll just go for the trading, whatever inside in my mind, I'll go for that. I have no problem with that because I'm not asking for your money. I'm asking about some free likes. So please push the like button. Oh man, it's true bullshit. You should not ask for the likes. You should not beg for the likes. Then what should I beg for? Kind of money? Give me some money, guys. I need some money. Yeah, well, 14 more likes needed. 72 people. So, like 36 people didn't provide the likes. Out of 36 people, I know that 30 people are new, but still there is some people who are not new. What's the bias, brother? What do you think? Samu, what is your bias, brother? Let me know your bias, then I will talk about my bias. By the way, we have outlined all of these things in our Discord. So all the morning we are talking about the price action around our Discord. So if you are not with us in our Discord, you are missing a lot of things. So make sure that you are with us in our Discord. Also, the giveaway is going to happen in Friday. So here 100k tick tick trader direct funding. It's not challenge account, it's funding account. That means if you can make some money, you are going to request for the payout. You don't need to finish the challenge, then got the giveaway. I mean the funded, it's not like that. Direct funding account. So we'll do this. I have just one 100k tick tick trader account. Okay. Whoever is interested about tick tick trader, make sure that you have used the code T2Wizard. It's a really good from for direct funding. Obviously, still need 9 more likes or 41 people. both here. Either this should be 41 or this should be 50 before starting the pre-market analysis. You wanna be stubborn? I'll be more stubborn than you. Natalia, you are bearish. I'm bullish. Okay, I can see that people are thinking about bearish move, but I'm thinking about bullish move. Oh man, I'm gonna I'm gonna fall in a big trouble because I'm looking for bullish run today. I'm not today, around the morning session. Only valid for first time. No, it's valid for everyone, but no coupon code for my funded futures. Nobody's coupon code is going to work if and only if you don't pay it by played account. So if you would love to use your debit card or credit card to pay the challenge fee, you are not going to get the discount. Okay, so the coupon code will work if and only if you pay the challenge fee by played account. Now today I am not interested to skip. I have some profit already because I was trading this area, you know that. So I have some profit already, like $1,200 profit already, but still I'll go for to trade here because this is all with a very lower contract, like 5 contract. So and this was very clean price action, and we are predicting more. You know, we are talking about this in our Discord. What is happening over here? I have outlined all of this area, the sell side, only not only this area, also this area as well. So all of these things is actually, but yeah, I am going to skip tomorrow. That's 100% sure. I don't care about anything, but I'm not going to push the button tomorrow. That's for sure. So tomorrow is gonna be my off day. How many likes did I get? 47. Still, I need 3 more likes before starting the pre-market analysis. Two more likes. You can do one thing, okay? You can push the like button, then I will do the pre-market analysis, then you will leave. What do you say about that? And before leaving, you will actually take back your likes. So you will just and re-like it. It will be unlike. Okay, I have already got 53 likes. Thank you so much. So let's go for the pre-market analysis. I know guys, you are bearish. Some of you are bearish. I think I'm gonna make you disappointed. But let me try. This is the daily account. Daily uh, chart. In this daily chart, all you can see that this was the order block which has traded this fair value cap. Forget about this order block, okay? I just made it over here, but forget about that because this is the all-time high. This is that all-time high up close body close candle. This is how this is the order block. According to the price action, this is the order block. Market has traded the order block by this candle, which is my propulsion block. So my intention to see that it will trade that propulsion block first before falling for the sell side liquidity. Why is that? Because today we have FOMC around 2 p.m. So I want to see the run toward that sell side liquidity around the FOMC. Not obviously not this sell side liquidity. There is another sell side liquidity above this sell side liquidity. We'll see that sell side liquidity as well when we'll be in 15-minute chart. But before taking that sell side liquidity, I want to see that it will trade that propulsion block. At least that propulsion block low will be traded before the FOMC. So whole morning session, I will be bullish until something happen around 10 a.m. We have a news around 10 a.m. if I'm not wrong. Let me recheck in Thursday. Yeah, we have a news around 10:30. Okay. No, so no. We don't have any news actually. Sorry, my mistake. So we don't have no news around the morning session anymore. So either way, the whole morning session, I want to see that it will go for that propulsion block. Then PM session, maybe we'll look for the sell side liquidity. I will be here until the PM session today, but no trade is valid after 11:30 today. So not even a single pushing button is valid after 11:30. If you come to hourly chart, here is the hourly chart, and all you can see market came until this area around here. What do I have over there? Now, to be honest, Here I don't have anything except the order block, which is the lowest down close body close candle. All of them are really, I mean, pure consolidation. But at the same time, this is the order block from the hourly chart. I have something much more beautiful from the 15-minute chart. We'll talk about this later. Okay, this high and that high, they are the relatively equal highs. There is a fair value gap, which is from the hourly chart, entry fair value gap. I want to see this market will go for this fair value gap first. It doesn't need to reach until this fair value gap. At least for this buy side liquidity, it will go this high and that high. From hourly chart, to be honest, I have nothing to say. From 15-minute chart, I have a lot to say. So here, this is that sell side liquidity. You can see this clean sell side liquidity around this area. Market came here, made this sell side liquidity much more stronger, respected this new week opening gap and new day opening gap. Now I'm going to remove this new week opening gap line from my chart because it's already 5 weeks, but I'll keep this new day opening gap on my chart. It has traded the 50% of that new day opening gap, perfectly respected, and then started to go higher. This is that 15-minute last fair value gap around this area. This is the last fair value gap. If it is broken, then market is going for this area. Around this area, I have a clean highs from yesterday from 1-minute chart. I don't like those type of clean highs. I will go to 1-minute chart and you will see what is over there. But right now, I want to see that it will go through this 15-minute bearish gap and then it will go for the buy side liquidity first. Then PM session, this target will be filled around the PM session. This whole thing can be changed. How? Around 9:30, if it started to fall, respect this area, this 15-minute last fair value gap, maybe I will change my thinking and I'll go for the sell side liquidity before the PM session. So whole AM session, maybe I will be bearish, but right now I'm not bearish. I'm bullish until this fair value gap is not 100% filled by body. So you can see there is a fair value gap from 15-minute chart. I would love to mark it like this way, and we'll keep it here. So here, until this fair value gap is not closed by body from 15-minute chart, I'm interested to look for buy run for this relatively equal highs, this high, that high, relatively equal highs. It will go through this, and there is some kind of 1-minute liquidity. I'll look for those. So far, market is respecting today's new day opening gap. So this is today's new day opening gap. Market reached until this new day opening gap. It is respecting. This is the midnight open. This is the 8:30 open. When market is below both of this line, it is in deep discount. I want to see it will go for the premium first, then it will fall for the sell side liquidity. This is for your side information. This 8:30 open and the midnight open, this is the side information. So right now, as you can see here, market opened there, fall a lot. Okay, so it is manipulation. I want to see the distribution toward that buy side liquidity from 1-minute chart. But if and only this fair value gap is broken from 15-minute chart, I will start to think about this sell side liquidity. Until it is not broken lower side by 15-minute chart, I'll keep thinking about buy for this area. Here I have a new week opening gap there. I have a new week opening gap here. So this is two new week opening gap. This is today's new day opening gap. This is the new day opening gap from 2nd of January, which is valid until 9th of January. That means which is tomorrow. But unfortunately tomorrow is off day. But yeah, this is valid until 9th of January. I will remove it after tomorrow. Okay, so maybe I'll keep it until Friday because tomorrow is off day. I need a trading days. So I will keep it until Friday. Then next Monday I will remove it from my chart. So I want to see this gap and this gap. Both of them will be violated and market will keep going higher. This is my intention. Again, if 15-minute candle close below this gap, I'll start to think about this sell side liquidity, but there will be a lot of problem because of this new day opening gap. It can be respected a lot of time before taking this sell side liquidity. It's going to be very difficult for me to frame a sell setup if it really would love to go for the sell side. So in this area, maybe I won't be able to trade. Maybe, okay. I really don't want to see this. I want to see this market will go higher first because I have FOMC around the PM session. If market take this sell side liquidity, what it will do around the PM session? There is no buy side liquidity. From 15-minute chart, you can see there is no buy side liquidity. So if market actually go fall fast and take that sell side liquidity, what it will do around the FOMC? Okay, brother, in FOMC market will go for this sell side liquidity, which is from here. Let me show you. this is the low, which is an obvious liquidity. This low has been taken over here, which is an obvious liquidity, so it will go for this obvious liquidity. Okay, if it would love to go for this obvious liquidity, then around the NFP market will fall just for this. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. Just little line. No man, I am not convinced. So I want to say market will go higher by FOMC. Market will take this sell side liquidity and it will close around this area. Okay, by FOMC, and after here then market will wait whole Thursday and then fall for this sell side liquidity. This is my whole plan. So it's not a plan for today, it's a plan for whole week. So for our weekly analysis is perfectly working. So what is happening here, whoever have watched our weekly analysis video, they already know that what is happening over there. And when I'm explaining all of these things, I'm pretty much confident that they are getting every point. Why market came first, went higher, why it was that run, then why it is falling, where it is going to fall. Everything should be 100% clear to all of them who have watched our weekly analysis video. If you have still confused, then you should start from the beginning, because you don't know what to, I mean, what is this ICT concepts, because my weekly analysis was pretty much clear and very clean. I have explained very clean way. From 1 minute chart, if you look of these two highs, they're very clean. Okay, very clean, perfectly clean highs. I never want to see that this type of clean highs stayed in the chart. I don't want to see that. So that is my first target for this AM session. I'm not interested to see that market will reach until this area, but that will be my target until market is not going to close that 15-minute bearish gap. So what is it? Yeah, until it is not closed from 15-minute candle, I want to see this buy side liquidity will be taken. And for that, first I need a 15-minute candle close above this gap. So my trading will be from this high, which is 427, to until this area, which is 493. So near about 70 handle. So this 70 handle will be my trading area. I will try to catch some move in between this area. If market started to fall, closed below this fair value gap from 15-minute chart, then I will start to think about a sell here around this area, maybe until the top of this new day opening gap. So from there, which is 9.4, to until there, which is 6.9, near about 24 handle. So yeah, 25 handle, something like that. I'll try to catch a move in between these two lines. So we'll see everything, how the 9:30 open will work and everything. So far this is holding the price, this new day opening gap is holding the price, and maybe it will keep falling, maybe it will keep going higher. I have to wait until 9:30 to see what it is really want to do. Okay, so this is all the pre-market analysis. If you have any question, you can ask me right now. I have 16 minutes left before 9:30. Hey Outlander, how are you? Hey Butes, how are you, brother? Stop referring me some specific time frame today, because yesterday when, like, I don't trade 5-minute chart, I don't trade 4-hour chart. So if you keep saying about those time frame, it's gonna be difficult for me to concentrate here. So stop, I mean, providing me those information or those type of time frames, what is happening over there. I really don't care about them. Only I care about this 15-minute chart and 1-minute chart. From 15-minute chart, all I know, this is that last parallel gap from 15-minute chart. This is the new day opening gap, which is holding the price, and here is the bullish gap. After a big fall, you need to wait for a bullish gap. I got this bullish gap, market didn't closed this bullish gap perfectly. I'm still looking for buy run. I'm cool, Outlander. I'm cool, man. Hey, Said. Hello, Indian Fashion Swing Boutique. Now, guys, don't think that I'm bullish, okay? I am bearish. In a longer term, I'm bearish. Even today is also I'm bearish. But I'm bearish around the FOMC, not this morning session. So I will be bearish around the FOMC. If and only if market closed below this fair value gap, then I will start to think about this sell side liquidity. Until then, I'm bullish for this morning session. So this is two kind of situation where I have to wait for the price action. This whole area was too much awesome here. Like, what a nice run. Wow, awesome run. And this fall, which is kind of lunch hour time, 6 to 7, we are expecting this type of run in between 6 to 7. So this is 640. Around 640 market finished his run, then went little higher. Around 656 market started to fall again, came until this area, then started to go higher. Some kind of manipulation, then it will start to go higher again. Below this 830 open, market is in deep discount, wanna see it will go higher and reach at least for this buy side liquidity. Here, this is the midnight open. As you can see here, market tapped to this midnight open, exactly tapped over there, respected that midnight open, then fall. You could take entry in ICT macro. Dhirubhai, you could take entry in ICT macro. What do you mean by that? Hey Jerry, good morning. Sharada, how are you, brother? Are you profitable? Are you profitable? FX. তিনি কেমন আছেন? Who is that, Samu? You could take entry in ICT macro. What do you mean by that? ICT macro, I could take the entry, brother. I didn't understand your compliment or your question. He's upload his this night new video, but I didn't see it. He has uploaded a new video. I don't know, he has uploaded an execution video yesterday around 6 p.m. I wanted to catch that buy. I wanted to catch the buy from there around this area low to until this last fair value gap, which is over here. So I wanted to push the button in micro contract, 5 micro contract, but unfortunately I don't know why it rejected my entries. But later one of my friend, he told me that they were working on trade over, so no entry could be placed between 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. So that is why I was not able to catch that move. Either way. So guys, one more time, I would love to stay here. I mean, in micro contract, I'll push my button for TradeOvate. So you can see the TradeOvate account is logged in here, and okay, in the NQ chart, it's the paper trade. Okay, so when I'll push my button in micro contract, which will be 5 micro contract, just because of the volatility. It's huge volatile. As you can see, this specific candle is like 20 handle. Very small candle is just 20 handle, something like that. This candle 15 handle. So it's huge volatile. I really don't want to trade in this volatility by one mini contract. I would love to switch to 5 micro contract just because of the volatility, so that I can survive. I have to survive until February. Here, every day is a losing day. Every single day is a losing day because January is the lowest probable area to trade. So that is why I wanna wait for the February so that I can get some precise entry and I can make some profitable days. So if in a week I trade 4 days, I wanna see that at least 3 days I wanna be profitable, and 1 day it will be a losing day. It's okay, but at least for 3 days I wanna be profitable in a week from second week of February. I'm sorry for that. That's the dog. Sometimes he barks. I'll try to keep silent when he will barking. I'll try to keep silent, okay? Did you say that you were doing paper trading today? No, I didn't say that, Archana. I told that this is the paper trade account. This is the NQH, okay? This is the NQH. That means the mini contract there here. So here I logged in paper trade. when I'll push my button, I'll be here in MNQ, that is the micro contract. Here you can see 5. So when I'll push the button here in micro contract. Not going to push the button in mini contract. That's all I told. So yeah, I'll push the button in my funded account, but not in mini contract. I'll push it in micro contract because the volatility. So I want to make sure that my risk is 50%. If I take 2 losses, it's gonna be like $800 loss in mini account. But so I don't want to make it $800 loss. I want to make it at least $400 loss. So 50% loss gonna be happen. I'm sorry guys, I have to do it. I don't want to blow the account before February. I really don't want to. So I want to go slowly, so that I can make some profit. And I can request for the payout. Just because of the volatility, I'm not able to trade here. I'm waiting for 9:30. Around 9:30, I'll take my decision. So far, I can see that this new opening gap is holding the price. I have the clean sell side liquidity here. I don't have any buy side liquidity except that 1 minute. I don't have any kind of buy side liquidity. Okay. This 15-minute last fair value gap and the new opening gap, both of them are holding the price. Market is in discount. Can it expand higher? If and only if body close below this fair value gap, I'm just going to think about this sell side liquidity. Until then, I'll keep looking for buying opportunity. So if it come here to this fair value gap, I'll start to look for buying opportunity. If it provide me a buys opportunity, I'll go for that. Hey Nicolo, hi Tutu. Is there 2 order blocks that you showed us this morning? Thank you. Just wanting to make sure about the order blocks. This one, just don't focus on this one. Okay, this is the all-time high and this is the highest up close body close candle. So either way, this is an order block. But it is not the order block we actually look for. It is kind of turtle soup order block. Okay, so I'm not interested to talk about this order block, but I just marked it because it has perfectly respected. It's kind of turtle soup order block. Here, this is the real price action. Market went higher, take all of this liquidity, market structure shift, price trade this fair value gap over here. This is the fair value gap. Market has traded that fair value gap. The highest up close body close candle is my order block. So market has validated this order block by that specific candle, fall until this area, made relatively equal lows, come back again to trade this order block. Traded that order block and also the min threshold, that means the 50% of this order block. This is the highest up close body close candle which has traded this order block. So this is the propulsion block. Now here I have the propulsion block. I want to see this propulsion block will be traded, then market will fall. I would love to see it will be traded until the 50% of this propulsion block, then it will fall for all of this liquidity. That is my intention to see. If it doesn't want to trade that propulsion block, keep falling, I will get that confirmation from 15-minute chart. When the 15-minute chart will close, 15-minute candle will close below this fair value gap, I'll think that okay, it's not interested to trade that propulsion block. Remember, propulsion block is not an unfinished business. If it trade that, it's good. If it doesn't trade it, it's also good. But as I have the propulsion block and I have some unfinished business from 1-minute chart, which is very clean liquidity, so I really would love to see this will be taken first. But it doesn't need to take it. Obviously, it doesn't need to take it. Our bias is bearish, this sell side liquidity, that sell side liquidity, and finally this sell side liquidity. This is all our liquidity I'm interested to see market will take. But I want to see market will provide the bearish run around the FOMC. So time is the factor over here. Just because of the time, this morning session, I want to be bullish. But if there was no FOMC around the PM session, I'll be extremely bearish in this morning session. As I have the FOMC, I am not interested to see that market is going to take that sell side liquidity before FOMC. If it really wanted to take that, it could take it here. As it didn't take it over there, respected this new opening gap, I'm going to believe that it's going to be open until the FOMC, at least until the FOMC. Even it doesn't need to take this sell side liquidity by FOMC, it can take this sell side liquidity by NFP in Friday. Okay, so this is just an expectation. This is how I'm seeing this market. It doesn't mean that I am extremely bearish or I am extremely bullish. I have to wait for 9:30 to see how it is going to react. Good morning, Nicolo. Okay, ICT has uploaded us another lecture. I will watch it. By the way, guys, I would love to make a poll here. Let's see how many people are actually interested to watch it. If it is like 100 people, I'll do that. Guys, make it 100 likes. Okay, 172 people are watching. Make it 100 likes before 9:30. So 3 minutes left. Make it 100 likes. Fun. If I get 100 votes for that, I will go for that. Otherwise, I'm not going to waste my time. It's a time consuming things. Okay, watch that video, then take the notes, then make the video, record it, edit it, then upload it. Lot of things. I don't want to do all of these things if I don't get that much response from you guys. Please make it 100 likes before 9:30. So need just 2 more likes within 1 minute. I wanna catch the 9:30 move, but I'm not going to do that if you don't push the like button. Please make it 100 likes, or simply just go away. Thank you so much. Okay, it's not the opening gap, so I'm not going to take this one. I thought this is gonna be the opening gap, so I outlined that on like that way, but it's not the opening gap. I will wait for the first presented gap. It is also possible, Mourad. It is also possible. It can be a choppy price action because of the midnight open, or I mean, sorry, midnight overrun. It is also possible. If it is a bullish gap, it's gonna be difficult for me to frame the buy. I mean, to be honest, after seeing this liquidity is left over there, to take the first presented gap entry, it's gonna be little difficult. But we'll see if the stop loss covers me, then I'll go for that. I don't know what I have done. Is there 5 handle gap? Uh, it was a 5 handle gap. I'll go for another buy. Okay, here. Actually, I was a little confused. Stop loss should be there. So I'll go for another buy here. And stop loss is gonna be there. And I'll go for this 30 handle. I'll go for this 30 handle. I just messed up little bit because of it was too fast market, so I just little messed up. I really wanted to go for this buy from there to until the 20 handle. Just little messed up. So we'll have to re-entry here until this area. As I took some losses over here, I wanna go for this. If it doesn't work this time, then first presented gap entry I'm not going to take anymore here. So just count it one loss. Don't take it two losses, just count it one loss. By the way, it was just one contract entry, my mistake. It should be 5 contract entry. It was just one contract entry, I don't know. I just messed up. Whatever. Hmm. If the market is too volatile, it's really difficult to go for the trade very soon with changing all this contract, everything all together, very difficult. But fortunately it's good that I took two losses just by one contract, one mini contract, one micro contract, one micro contract. That's cool. Let's see if it can provide us any kind of buying opportunity from this gap or not. If I get any kind of market structure shift fair value gap to take the buy, I'll go for that buy for this relatively equal high, this high and that high, the other relatively equal highs. If it is broken from 15-minute chart, I'll start to think about this sell side liquidity. So if the body close below this fair value gap, I'll think about this sell side liquidity. Until then, if I get any kind of buying opportunity here, I'll go for that buy. All the sell side liquidity has cleared. I want to see those buy side liquidity will be triggered now. Oh man, they're also very clean. Too much. Got break even. It has been 40 and 42 handle delivered. As I didn't take it as a fast presented gap entry, so I wanted to hold it until this area. Still, I believe that it will come here, but still, I would love to see if I can frame another entry opportunity. When it will close below this gap, I'll go for another entry here for this gap. This is a break even. So far, I got one losing trade. This is the break even. I'll go for one more trade. If it can fall and close below this fair value gap, I'll go for one more trade from there. If it close above this fair value gap, no sell is valid for me. I'll keep looking for buy, but if and only if market close above this area, then I'll start to look for buy. If it close above this first presented gap, I'm not interested to look for any kind of sell anymore, because still this sell side liquidity is clean to me. I wanna see they will be taken. Yeah, I've seen that it's respecting, but see this clean lows, it's unusual. I have clean lows here. It should be taken. It should be taken. This type of clean lows, that should be taken. It will fall. Okay, I just moved my stop loss too fast. I understand that I moved my stop loss too fast. It will fall to take this liquidity. My stop loss placement, I mean, it was too fast. So let's see if it can close below this gap. If it can close below this gap, I'll go for another short from there. Before taking that liquidity, if it tap to this gap here, and stop loss is going to be there, target will be this area. Just covered the order block. Oh shit, no more trading here. This should be taken. Without taking this one, if it started to go higher, it's unusual, and to be honest, that is pathetic. It should be taken. The volatility is huge. I can't compare with the volatility. I mean, if I would love to take that sell from this gap over here, was that gap? From that gap, still I have to cover the first presented gap, which I can't do that because of the volatility. It's huge. Even if I'm in micro contract, still it is huge. I have to cover at least this breakaway gap. I mean, sorry, this first presented gap, at least to the top. Even if I'd love to take that, oh, okay, it didn't close below this gap as well. Oh man, why did I take that entry then? Okay, it didn't close below this gap. I thought it has closed below this gap. My plan was it will close below this gap, it will tap to this gap, I'll take the sell for this sell side liquidity. But it didn't close below this gap, my mistake. I really don't want to see this market will go higher by leaving this sell side liquid like that way. I really don't want to see that. Here, the first presented gap, the next entry has provided us 42 handle. I took that entry depending on that price action, so I wanted to see this will be taken. What I had to do is I had to take a partial over there, which I didn't do. I should have taken a partial over there. It was a run for here to here, 42 handle. Huge run. This is the sell side liquidity. This is the buy side liquidity. Market has made the buy side liquidity here. This is the sell side liquidity. If I are trading the mini, it would be $800 loss, something like that. So if I got $500 loss, something like that, but it would be like $800 loss already. I survived. We'll wait a bit, okay? I mean, we'll wait until maybe 10 to see if it makes some good move or not. It left that sell side liquidity. My bias was bullish. I can't look for the buy because it left that sell side liquidity here. I have to take this sell side liquidity. Even if it would love to go higher, I should have seen that this liquidity has been taken. So I'd love to see this liquidity will be taken first, then it will go for this buy side liquidity, all of this buy side liquidity. So let's see if it can fall and take this sell side liquidity first or not. The volatility is unlimited volatility here. This one candle is 58 handle. This one candle so far it's 58 handle. The volatility is huge. In this volatility, stop loss 20 handle is just nothing. Now let's see if it can go for that buy side liquidity. Now is my interest to see if it can go for the buy side liquidity. Yeah, now is the perfect time for looking for the buy side liquidity. Let's see if it can go for that buy side liquidity now. If I want to take a buy from this order block, for example, this is the lowest down close body close candle, which has traded this 15-minute area. For example, I want to take a buy from this order block. My entry will be like this. Here, stop loss is gonna be there. 41 handle stop loss. How can I trade here, man? Give me some idea. Give me some idea. How can I trade here? Let me put this on, okay? You will see how it is working. Like when the body will close above that candle, then it is gonna be the entry here, 41 handle. Target will be this area, which is near about 47 handle, something like that. Here. How can I trade this area? It's not valid yet. This entry is not valid. First body has to close above that candle, then it's gonna be the entry opportunity. Until now it's not an entry. 1 micro, if I do that, they are not going to ban me. I mean, Outlander, they are not going to ban me. I mean, there is some issues of your, like from one mini contract to if I go to 1 micro contract or maybe 2 micro contract. Is there any problem? Just let me know that. There is some problem. I know that there is some problem. Now this market will go higher. I'm telling you, brother, this market will go higher because this 15-minute candle, gap is not filled by the body yet. So it will go higher now for this buy side liquidity. But look at my situation. I can't take this buy. That sell perfectly given us 42 handle. Whatever I'm going to outlay. Now this is now a perfect entry here. That is my entry. Stop loss, is that my entry? Let me check. Yeah, if this is my entry, my stop loss is gonna be below the order block. How can I do that? Because if I'm wrong, I'm going to get like 41 handle loss. Am I able to take that loss? I'm not able. So how can I trade this one? You will see how it works, but I'm not able to trade this one. Still, it is not possible. See, here is like 35 handle. It will work. I'm telling you, look, it will work. When it will go through this fair value gap, it will go for that buy side liquidity, but I'm not able to take this entry just because it's still 35 handle. If I'm wrong, I'm going to get that huge loss. So what I'm going to do, I'm just putting it over here so that you guys can see it, but I'm not able to trade it just because the stop loss. If I'm wrong, what is going to happen? I'm going to get a 35 handle loss. I can't take that 3500 loss. Don't go for long. Brother, you are looking for short, then go for the short, brother. Why you are saying me that? Not interested to trade here anymore, even though I'm confident that this will work. But if it doesn't work, what is going to happen? I'm going to get 3500 loss. Can I take that 3500 loss? I can't take it. If I'm right, then okay. Yeah, I will get 58 handle profit. Perfect, no problem. But if I'm wrong, what is going to happen? 3500 loss. Oh man. This is an ugly price action. I will wait until it calm down a little bit and then do something. I mean, beautiful, doing something beautiful. Until then, I will keep waiting. This candle will go through this first presented gap. This buy side liquidity will be taken. All of this buy side liquidity will be taken. So if you put it over there, this is also valid. So 69 handle, it is also valid. But make sure that you have taken some partial around any of this area. If anyone would love to take this huge risk, I'm not interested. But if anyone interested to take the risk, you can go for that. It has taken that sell side liquidity, it should take that buy side liquidity, and then it should keep going higher. I can't just take entry over here because of the stop loss. The next candle will close out this first presented gap. You will see this is taken. So for first presented gap is holding the price. I just need to see one more body close out that first presented gap, and it will go for that buy side liquidity. By the way, neon, what was his name? Non Geleso. Brother, you are looking for sell, please go for the sell, okay? But don't tell me what I will do, okay? What I'm thinking, I'm doing it here. But if you are looking for sell, please go for that. Wherever you will find an selling opportunity, go for that. Here, this low of this new to opening gap can be a partial. Okay, you don't need to hold your trade until 70 handle. This can be a partial. Still, it is 48 handle, not small, huge. But eventually, it will reach over here 69 handle. That is my belief. It went through this first presented gap. Wanna see this first presented gap will work as a support now. Market will go higher and take that buy side liquidity. You have already profitable. If you are in this trade, 41 handle has been provided you already. But see this buy side liquidity, keep looking for this buy side liquidity. I just put it one tick above the midnight open. This is the midnight open, so I believe that it will go at least above that midnight open. Here, that should be the partial to the low of this new day opening gap. See how it worked? Why I didn't take that entry? Just because 35 handle stop loss. How can I take this entry? It will work, I know. But if I'm wrong, I'll get 35 handle loss. So it's $350 loss. No man, I'm cool. Still I have some profit, I wanna keep it. Some profit, I wanna keep it. That's all. But you will write down the boom because just because of the volatility, I am not able to take this entry. Just because of the volatility. I'm not saying any of you to take buy yourself, by the way. Remember that. I'm saying what I'm expecting. I'm expecting this market will go higher. But when I saw this liquidity here, this low and that low, clean lows, I wasn't interested to see this run. When this liquidity has been taken, from there, I wanted to see it will come from here to until this liquidity. Didn't do that. Little manipulation. So maybe if you close your trade, take your entry here, closed your trade to the top of this 15-minute gap, that is a partial. See your buy side liquidity, 69 handle or 70 handle, something like that. This is what this January, okay, it is getting my nerve. I know what is going to happen, but I'm not able to take entries. Now, if I put my stop loss in a limit way, okay, so something like 20 handle, something like here, maybe 20 handle, I put it around 20 handle, which is also not going to cover the order block at all. So how can I take this entry? If I put it like that way, maybe I would be lucky and it didn't hit my target for, I mean, stop loss just for one tick. If I go for the 20 handle, I guess, yeah, something like that. One tick, just for one tick, it didn't take it. But this is what it is happening. My bias was bullish. I wanted to see that this market will keep going higher. So I will see if it can provide me any other opportunity or not. This fair value gap will be my entry. I will take new entry from this fair value gap. From that fair value gap, stop loss is going to cover. Oh man, no, I can't do it. Still, it's 25 handle. Still, that is 25 handle. Maybe until this area. Still, this is 25 handle. I can't take it. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna take a loss of 25 handle. I don't want to take it. So here, that could be my entry. See these highs over here. That high is my next target. All of these highs. That's my next target. All of these highs. Tap to this new week opening gap. Obviously, I will take some partial here somewhere, 30 handle or something like that. I had to take some partial over there, and target will be those highs, which is here. If it was 20 handle, I would go for that entry. What can I take a risk, man? I'm seeing this 15-minute last gap, but I want to see this will be broken and market will keep going higher. Should I take the risk? 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 Should I take? Let me, guys, let me know. Should I take that risk? I believe it will work. Okay, I'm not going. Okay, I'm not going. Yeah, I'm not going because to be honest, this first presented gap should be safe as well. I like this. It is the best placement of the stop loss. I put the stop loss over here just to cover this new opening gap low. But yeah, we'll see. Okay. I'm not going. A small profit, I'm happy. But I'm just showing you the outline. Okay, I can come here and push the button there. This is the paper trade, okay? That should be the stop loss. Target is gonna be, this is the paper trade. Here. And wow, it is respecting the 50% of this 15-minute gap. Nice decision. That's cool. That could be the sell limit. Thank you guys for not to push the button. Feel the urge to push the buttons. It means you are pray. Okay, yeah. I don't want to pray. Okay, thank you, man. This is the first presented gap. I have to close. I mean, my stop loss should cover this first presented gap as well. This is the opening gap. I'm going to remove it. Yeah, it has to be covered by the stop loss. Respecting the 50% of this last fair value gap, to be honest, it's not good. Not a good sign actually. I think I did a good job. Yeah, that could be a losing trade. That's good. Good job. Thank you guys. It's really a bad situation and the volatility is huge. So I think I should wait for something better. It will go higher. Just keep pay attention. It will go higher because this 15-minute bullish gap is holding the price. It is gonna be broken. Just all I need to do is I have to wait to see if it can close out those area and then it will go higher or not. I wanna see bull run. I don't wanna see any kind of bear run. Bear run means the sell side liquidity is gonna be triggered. This sell side liquidity is gonna be triggered. So if it really would love to fall and keep falling, closed below this gap, this is gonna be the next target. Wow, from 15-minute chart, I also didn't notice that no body long wick, small body long wick. I also didn't notice that. Oh, bro, I forgot them. I forgot them, brother. I'm struggling with my patience, with my discipline, everything. I'm really struggling. Thank you for reminding me. I'll be strict with those model. Thank you so much. I'll be strict with those model. I forgot, man. To be honest. Perfectly. 50-minute last gap, bullish gap. Both of them are holding the price. Also, the new day opening gap is also holding the price. Last parallel gap, constant crossment holding the price. It will go through this gap. I am confident about that. Just a little wait. I have to wait a little bit. If and only the body close below this gap, then this sell side liquidity will be triggered. Until then, my belief is this market will keep going higher and it will go for the buy side liquidity. If and only if the body close below this gap, we'll go for the sell. I mean, there will be a selling opportunity. I have already forgot about those things. 22 IT model, breaker block, inversion fair value gap. Sorry. I'm sorry for that, man. By the way, that entry was cool, right? That order block entry was cool. From there to until that buy side liquidity. And that sell was disaster. From there, I thought that this week will take the liquidity, that clean liquidity. It didn't do that. Instead, it went little higher, cleared that area again, then fall to take that liquidity. After taking this liquidity, it went higher, take the buy side liquidity. After taking the buy side liquidity, it is also going to fall. So yeah, I guess it is gonna be the second destroy mode. I think more others talking about this. Yeah, I believe maybe this is gonna be the second destroy mode. It was a very nice price action over there, but now it's really disaster. Yeah, it's in seek and destroy mode, to be honest. Take that buy side liquidity, take that sell side liquidity again. Then maybe it will go higher again. Okay, I will leave this market alone. Until it's not going to be come down, I'm not pushing my button. I'm happy with some of the profit. Still some of the profit. I'm happy with that. I'll stay over here. It's clearly like seek and destroy mode. Perfectly. Boom, 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 boom. Went higher, take that high. Went lower, take that low. Went higher, take that high. Went lower, take that low. Went higher, took all of this liquidity, fall, took all of this liquidity again. Maybe it will go higher again, maybe it will fall again. Just let it go. If and only if the 15-minute candle close below this fair value gap, my intention will be the sell side liquidity. And the volatility is huge. Yeah, brother, the volatility is also huge. This is the nature of January. In January, we see this type of things, which is really difficult to understand when we should do something and when we should not do something. Oriented on quick scalps and maybe, yeah, scalping like for 20 until 25 until possible, but for holding the trade for so long, little difficult. Okay, came back again to this new day opening gap. I believe that this is gonna be broken this time, and this sell side liquidity is gonna be taken. I hope so. I told that if and only if this 15-minute gap is broken, body close below this one, then and only then I'll think about this sell side liquidity. So if the 15-minute candle close below this, after 40 seconds, it's gonna close. If it can close below this gap, this sell side liquidity is gonna be triggered. This is paper money, okay? Don't get angry on me. This is paper money. Stop loss is 35 handle. Target is 63 handle. I'm not able to trade in this market because of the stop loss and the volatility is like huge. So not interested to push the button. So here it is the paper trade. Love to see, is that paper trade? Yeah, that is the paper trade. So I'd love to see if it works here. That is my intention, that market will tap to this gap and it will take this sell side liquidity. As it has broken the mean threshold or the 50% of that new day opening gap, honestly this market will keep falling. Why I'm not pushing the button? Because if I'm wrong, I will take a loss and that loss will be 35 handle. That is why I'm not taking the entry. I'm confident about that, but If I'm wrong, I will take a loss. If the loss was like 20 handle, 15 handle, I could go for this trade. Tap to this gap, wanna see that it will fall for this sell side liquidity now. Would love to take a partial here, which is 41 handle. Let's see if it can provide us a partial at least. 41 handle partial. And then the target is this sell side liquidity. This is also a clean setup. And as Buru reminded me, I told that I'm going for 22 YT model inverse gap and the breaker block only. So I'll only go for those type of entries. Otherwise, not going to push the bottom. Simply. Whoever would love to trade here, please go for that. I'm not able to trade here right now in this situation. Anything can happen. It's simply at sink and destroy mode. Market has taken the buy side liquidity. Market has taken the sell side liquidity. It can keep going higher. It can keep falling. So seek and destroy mode can be also active. So for this parallel gap should hold the price and send it for the sell side liquidity. Don't wanna see that it will reach or go back again to the top of this gap. To the top of this candle which has made this parallel gap. The candle has made this parallel gap. Don't wanna see it will trade the high of this candle. Simple accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Okay, if you say like that way, then this is the accumulation, this is the manipulation, this is the distribution. Am I right? Or if I say on another way, then this is the accumulation, this is the manipulation. Now the distribution is going to happen. What do you say about that? This is the accumulation, this is the manipulation. Now market will go for the distribution. What do you say? Which one is right? This market maker model is so beautiful if you can really understand which one is the manipulation, which one is the distribution. I really don't want to see that this candle will go one tick above that candle which has made this parallel gap. Maximum it will retest this parallel gap from 15 minute chart. It is acceptable. Like the way it has retested this parallel gap, 15 minute chart inverse gap, it is okay, but should not go above that high, which has made this gap open. The 15 minute perfect inverse gap. Okay, keep that in mind. This is a 15 minute perfect inverse gap. This gap is the 15 minute perfect inverse gap. Came back here, trade the low of this inverse gap, didn't break the 50% of that 15 minute inverse gap. Honestly, it will fall for the sell side liquidity. My stop loss was 35 handle. Okay, look over here, 35 handle. Still I was very near to the being stopped out. How can I take that risk? Now taking the risk is okay, because if I put my stop loss right now here, it should be safe over there around this area. Now it should be safe over there. But we'll see. Why? Because I have just covered little above. Okay, just covered that order block, highest up close body close candle, which is the order block, which should not be breached now. Now it's safe to put it over there, which is 22 handle still, but we'll see. This two is the consecutive order block. This two is the consecutive order block. So if it trade the 50% of this consecutive order block, the mean threshold, it is also acceptable. Outlander, can you please block the guy rich poor same? If you can't, then I will block him. I really don't want to block him, but if you can, just block him. Simply just block him. or if Tamimi, Gupta, any of you are here, just block him. Not hidden, just block him. If you mark the 50% of that consecutive order block, that should be the safest area. So this is the 50% of, or the mean threshold of that consecutive. I'm going to remove this one. Okay, this is the mean threshold of that consecutive order block. Here, this is the line of the order block. I'm going to mark it here, there, mean threshold. Okay, now I'm not going to move my stop loss. I'm just going to keep it over here. This is that consecutive order block open here. That is the consecutive order block open. Why I didn't push the button? Highly volatile. Seek and destroy mode. Not sure. Until now, not sure. This sell side liquidity is cool, but this new day opening gap, is it going to be broken? I don't know. So when I'm not interested to take the sell when market is above the new day opening gap. If you look from here to until this area, this is 29 handle. Just from there, our entry to until this area, 29 handle. Huge. This is seek and destroy mode. So still now I'm not interested. No sell is valid for me when market is above this new day opening gap. It can be respected a lot of time. I'm not interested to be stopped out over there. So I'll wait for something very good. If I find something very good, then I'll go for that. Can I take a buy now? No, I'm not interested to look for a buy as well. Nothing. Market is not good. So far market is not good. Got us stopped out again. Where will it go? This gap? Don't know. This doesn't have any value. Wanted to see this will work as an inverse gap from 15-minute chart. Didn't want to see any body close from above the consonant crossment of this gap. If I find something very nice again, I'll go back again to real trading. Until then, no. Let me check this entry because this is a 22 IT model. Still I can't cover this one. Yeah. Ha, 33 handle, man. Bullshit. It will break my heart today, to be honest. It will break my heart today. And the 22 IT model market structure shift, market has taken all of this liquidity. All of this liquidity has been taken, traded this last gap, which was an unfinished business. Here it has perfectly traded that last gap, gave the market structure shift, first presented, entry favorable gap, breakaway gap, perfect 22 IT model. If I would love to take the entry, at least I have to cover the 50% of that breakaway gap. Target can be like this favorable gap top, or maybe until the 50% of this gap, whatever you would love to target. Not interested to take as well because of the volatility. If it is this type of volatile, I'm not interested to push the button. Simple. Until it's not done, the volatility, I'm not interested to go for the trade. I can't go for the trade, by the way. And price is still second destroy mode. I'm waiting for some kind of move first. To be honest, this sell side liquidity will be taken by today. Here, the sell side liquidity is there. If it is taken over here by this morning session, what the market will do around the PM session, I don't have any idea. Entry, if they are covered, at least the breakaway gap 50% should be covered, at least, which is like 35 handle. Not possible. Or if wrong, 35 handle loss. Took all of this liquidity, trade this last fair value gap as well as the new day opening gap, keep the market structure shift, fair value gap, entry fair value gap, breakaway gap. Came until the 50% of this breakaway gap, on a it will go higher. Can you now open two email accounts in a, I don't think so, brother. It should be one one email account. It should be on email, but you can ask in the support. You can ask for the support if you want. But so far I know you can't open two email. This should be the order block. If it can close out that line, that should be the order block. Still 25, and even if I want to try to take an entry from the order block, for example, if it is the order block and it closed above that line, now this is my order block, I want to take and buy from the order block, it is still not possible from there because the volatility is not going to support the stop loss 25 handle. Not possible. So far it has reached to this fair value gap, perfectly tapped to this gap. there. Wanna see that it will go through this gap and it will go for high again. The only reason is if the sales and liquidity is taken by morning session, what market will do around the PM session? There is nothing to do around the PM session. That is why I really don't want to see that this liquidity will be taken. When market is above the new day opening gap, we have the new day opening gap over here. This is that new day opening gap. When market is above the new day opening gap, I'm not interested to look for any kind of sell here. No sell is valid for me. I don't want to take any sell. By the way, it's not the order block yet. When it will close above the lowest body close candle, then it's gonna be the order block. Until then, it's not the order block. Who is in trade, brother? Make my frustration more higher by telling that you are in a buy or you are in a sell, because I am going to be frustrated. The volatility is unlimited. I'm not interested. I'm not able to trade this volatile. One candle, 1 minute, one candle, 25 candle. So if I take one contract entry, it's gonna be like $500. $500, just one candle. $500. 1 minute. Go for 5 micro. It's gonna be $250. Just 1 minute, $250. Who is in a trade? Just let me know, and made me much more frustrated. Market structure shift, entry gap, breakaway gap should not close below this 50% of that breakaway gap. Order block didn't provide any entry opportunity. 50% top, at least the top will be the target, and then the high again. This high, this will be will be the target. Can I take this entry? No, sir, I can't take this entry because of the volatility. See the volatility. So far, I have shown you 3 entry. First entry was there, which was the order block entry, perfectly worked. Then tried to catch this buy, it didn't work. Something wrong over there. This is the perfect 22 YT model. From there, market has taken all of this liquidity, trade this last fair value from 1 minute chart, also the new day opening gap, market structure shift, entry fair value gap, breakaway gap. I have to take the entry from that entry fair value gap. Stop loss, at least it should be below this 50% of that breakaway gap. Went higher until to the top of this gap. I'm not sure about then, but the top of this gap should be the target, at least until that area. There could be another opportunity to take the buy from the order block, but market didn't actually close above it and then tap it. Then it didn't do that. Instead of that, it just simply keep going higher. Tap to this first presented gap low one more time. I'm going to remove this one. Tap to this first presented gap low. It will go through this. It will keep going higher. That is my belief. Honestly, this gap will be unfilled. Man, I'm so frustrated, okay? To be honest, even if like Guru was telling me I should be disciplined, I forgot that I was looking for bullshit entries, whatever it is. But still, if I was looking for M22 item, I need that back again. Yeah, even if I wanted to go for this 22 YT model, which was the perfect entry opportunity, because of the volatility, I was not able to take that entry. How beautiful is that? Look over here. At least the 50% of that breakaway gap. I hate this market. To be honest, I hate this market. That is why I trade before the AM session. Every single day it's huge volatility. Oh man. I'm going to cry, okay? How beautifully it worked. Now it didn't work. I agree with you. It didn't work. How beautifully it has worked. Oh man. My profit all are gone. Yes, sir. That is the problem. It is highly volatile. How can I push the button? Even the seek and destroy mode is open. Yeah, according to the price action, I should not look for buy, but you can see this is the fake one candle closed below this fair value gap here. The very next candle come back again, closed inside this gap. So this is still valid. This is still holding the price. For Apex, I can't go for 2 micro or 3 micro. I can't go for that because they have some kind of consistency rules. So because of the consistency rules, if I go from 1 mini to 1 micro, they are going to stop my payout, I guess. Still, I'm confused if I am trading 5 mini micro contract, still they will have any problem or not. Because sometimes I took 1 contract entry, 2 contract entry. Never go more than 2 contract, but sometimes I took 2 contract entry. Now I'm back in 5 micro contract, 8 micro contract. Are they going to stop my payout or something? I really don't know. By the way, if anyone has an idea, just let me know. Can I trade, like, after trading 2 mini contract, can I trade 5 micro contract? Is it possible? No, you can. I can. I didn't know that. They have a clear rules that you have to be consistent. Like, I really need to know that. To be honest, can I go for one? I mean, less contract size, micro contract less. Still, I think it's fine to trade mini plus micro. The thing they don't want to see is 5 days in a row you trade 2, 3, 4 micros, then all of a sudden you trade 20 minis. That's extreme. 5 micros is just half of a mini. It should not be a problem. Thank you so much, brother. To be honest, I was little confused because I trade, like, yesterday I trade one, not yesterday, the day before yesterday I trade one entry, two mini contract. Okay, that was 2 mini contract. Then today I had started to trade 5 micro contract. So from 2 to 5 micro, is there any problem or not? So I was a little confused. Thank you so much for Sharada and Slate, both of you. Thank you so much, brother. It's Apex. Uh, you can see it's PA, I mean Apex. Okay. Thank you so much, brother. No, right now Apex doesn't have 90% off. Didn't I change it? I changed it already, right? Mm, I think I changed it. 90% off has gone already. There is no 90% off anymore. Aqua is for forex trader. If anyone is interested about Aqua, then interested about forex, they can check the Aqua funded for forex trading. Okay, brother, I have to change it. I'll change it later. By the way, thank you, Buru. I really forgot about that. I told that I'm going to take entry only depending on 22 breaker and the 22 breaker and the inverse gap. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, that's why I need a community so that you guys can help me as well when I'm not going to be disciplined or I'm going to be indisciplined. Just slap me. Brother, you told that you want to be disciplined. Why you are doing that? Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate that. Came back again to this order block, which was unfinished business. Let's see if it can hold the price and send it higher again. This is the order block, which was an unfinished business. Let's see if it can go higher now again from this order block. Karan, if you are new in my funded futures, you will get 40% discount. But you have to pay by played account. To get that discount, you have to pay by played account, if I'm not wrong. Nobody's code is going to work if you don't pay by played account, if I'm not wrong. Okay. Disaster. This look like disaster. I don't know, brother. Just do the YouTubing, or you can, give a message to our Discord to get more information about the played account. To go to the 1 hour chart. What happened in 1 hour chart? Hmm. What do you want to show me from 1 hour chart? Let me know, brother. I've been trading 7 micros all morning, 100 plus trades, up $1,000 performance report from Ninja, long 70, 97 minutes, short trades taken 73, 40 short $77. What is that, Slate? I mean, is that your your things? Oh, okay, that's cool, man. Yeah, I was profitable near about $1,200, but around this area I took some losses, so lose some money. $600, something like that. Lose some that type of money. It was awesome, brother. You need to trade according to the market conditions. Trading market easy to trade. Choppy markets require different strategy. Yes, it is also true. MS market trade the order block after news will go higher. Trade the order block. Where is the order block? This one. Market strategy. It will go higher after the news. Okay. So far it has traded this order block. Here is the order block. It has traded that order block. Let me actually mark that one. So wanna see that if this order block can hold this is the propulsion block, another entry opportunity from there. Still I'm not able to take this entry as well. Look from there. From there, stop loss will be below the propulsion block. 24 handle. 24 handle. 24 handle. 24 handle. No, I'll let it go. Not a good condition. I'll let it go. This is the mean threshold of that order block. I'll let this go as well, okay? It's highly volatile. I really don't want to trade over here. Trade the order block. This is the mean threshold of that order block. This is the 22 YT model. Market structure shift. Trade that fair value gap. Order block. Unfinished business has been finished. This is the propulsion block. This is the buy side liquidity where I'm expecting that market will come here. I'm expecting that market will come here, but I'm not going to take this as well because if the volatility is huge. Something like that. Okay, that is a good thing, brother. But from 1 minute chart, it is also very clean. Okay, it is also very clean from 1 minute chart. Let me show you. It has taken all of this liquidity from 1 minute chart. All the liquidity has been gone. Market has traded this last fair value gap from 1 minute chart. This is the last fair value gap from 1 minute chart. Also traded this new day opening gap here. This is the new day opening gap has been traded. This new day opening gap. Perfect market structure shift. Came to this entry gap or the breakaway gap constant crossment. Exactly went higher. Made this relatively equal highs over there. Come back again to finish some unfinished business, which is the order block. Trade the order block. This is the propulsion block. Tap to this propulsion block. I just sacrificed that one because still this is 24 handle, so I have no way to go for this trade as well. This is the next buy side liquidity market will take, but there should be some kind of partial. The low of this first presented gap, that should be some kind of partial, but eventually this buy side liquidity will be my target. I need the volatility, but the entries should be much more cleaner. It's not that much clean, but yeah, it was good. If it was 20 handle, something like that, I would go for that propulsion block entry as well. That should be the partial, okay? Here, that should be the partial. Target is this buy side liquidity, which is near about 57 handle. Not bad. This is a perfect 22 YT model. As I told that I'll go for this type of entries as it was highly volatile. I didn't go for that. First entry opportunity from there. This is the second entry opportunity from the propulsion block. That buy side liquidity is very clean. I don't like this type of clean things. So that is the buy side liquidity, and then maybe market will go much more higher and finally it will keep going higher. Just not able to trade this market. Just not able to trade this market. That's all, brother. I have nothing to say. It's, to be honest, highly volatile, not good for trading. Markets until this line, it was seek and destroy. Take the buy side liquidity, finally take all the sell side liquidity, then made the perfect 22 IT model. Yeah, that is all. Honestly, this will be unfilled. If it is filled, then I will start to look for the breaker block. If it is 100% filled by body or by the wick, I'll start to look for an breaker block. I'm going to remove this one because it has already provided me way maybe until this area is 552 handle, but finally this buy side liquidity should be taken. If it is filled by body 100%, then I will start to look for a breaker block entry for that buy side liquidity and then that high again, finally for this buy side liquidity. But for that I need to see it will be filled 100%. This is clean highs, okay? It should be taken. I mean, if it leave it like that way and then make the breaker block, I will have another opportunity to go for the buy. I mean, go for the buy. If it doesn't, I mean, if it has taken this liquidity, then make the breaker block, I will have nothing to do. So let's see how it is going to react over there. This is all consequency. This was like all the liquidity has been taken, last fair value gap. We have outlined this, just didn't push the button because of the volatility. Perfect 22 IT model, market structure shift, entry gap. Here is the entry gap. Here is the breakout gap or the last gap. Market should not go below the 50% of that breakaway gap. This was the order block. I was waiting for an order block entry as well from there, but market didn't provide the entry from that order block. So I didn't take the word. I mean, I didn't frame the order block entry. Market perfectly reached until this area. Come back again to finish some unfinished business. It has to trade that order block. It has been traded that order block, consecutive order block. After trading that consecutive order block, it has traded the min threshold exactly to that min threshold. The lowest down close body close candle is the propulsion block. Another entry opportunity from there. Still, it was 24 handle. Didn't go for that. Buy side liquidity would be there. Partial should be to the low of this first presented gap. Wanna see if it leave that buy side open and make the breaker block or not. If it makes the breaker block, then another buying opportunity until this buy side liquidity. I wish that, brother, 7 handle mitigation is very easy, but don't try to make more loss to try to recover your 7 handle loss. Don't do that. So wait for something very good, maybe another 22 YT model, and then try to mitigate your 7 handle loss. Because 7 handle loss is just nothing. Like one candle, how much is it? Just look at that candle. How much is it? It's like 16 handle. So 7 handle loss mitigation is nothing. I took the buy here, 700. Just for example, I'm pushing the button. This is the paper money, obviously. For example, okay, I pushed the button there. and seven. I will just look for seven handle. Okay, can it provide me seven handle or not? This is the seven handle. This top is the seven handle here. That is your seven handle. See, just randomly pushed my button for seven handle. Provided me seven handle already. So to be honest, seven handle loss is nothing. Just be little consistent and don't go for don't rush. In this market, seven handle mitigation is nothing. I wish that it will leave this buy side liquidity like that way. It will fall, it will make the breaker block, then it will go for that buy side liquidity again. If it happens, I'll be very happy. Maybe in that type of situation, I'll be able to look for another buying opportunity. This is the price action from 15-minute chart so far. This is the price action from 15-minute chart so far. It isn't range bound. It's not going anywhere. This sell side liquidity, I really didn't want to see it will be taken, because if it is taken by the morning session, what it will do around the PM session? Nothing to do. So I really didn't want to see it will be taken. So still it didn't take that liquidity. I'm very happy to see. This new opening gap is holding the price. I'm also very happy to see that. Honestly, it will go higher. It will clear all of this buy side liquidity. Then around the PM session, it will go for that sell side liquidity. That is my intention to see. Toward my direction, that was the 22 IT model, a perfect entry from there. If the volatility was normal, I could go for that trade. Hey, Eugene Sena, how are you, brother? Just pray, okay? Just pray. If market fail to take this buy side liquidity, I will be so happy. I mean, there will be no one happier than me if it failed to take that buy side liquidity and fall one more time to make the breaker block. I'll be the happiest person in this world. Obviously, if the entry is gonna support my stop loss, then otherwise it's gonna be a waste of time. I don't think so. It will leave it open like that way. It will take that one. Come down, come down, come down. I wanna see you will be fall. Yes, sir. That is the problem. This is the 22 IT model. There is nothing better than this 22 IT model. There is nothing better than this 22 IT model. This is the best 22 IT model. The best 22 IT model. Volatility. Let me show you all of these entries. Okay. That's gonna be the first entry. Okay. Here. This is gonna be the first entry. This is gonna just think about the partial. In the meantime, think about the partial. This is gonna be the first entry until to the top of this area, but stop loss, as at least it has to cover the breakaway gap. The candle has made the breakaway gap here. It should be there. Now it is not even 1:1. Either way, this is what it is. Okay, and here this is the second opportunity from the propulsion block to until that buy side liquidity. Just look at the consequences, how beautifully it has worked over there. The consequences, how beautiful was that? But stop loss, 50 handle stop loss. If I'm wrong, what is going to happen? 50 handle loss. Brother, why don't you go here? It's very easy to understand. I have one account actually. I didn't even this one I didn't touch it yet. Yeah, I didn't touch it yet. How can I show you this? Start challenge. Yes. See here, this area. Look at this. This is called the played account. If you pay by this area, I don't know how to what is that things. You will get the discount. If you pay by card, there is no discount. Pay by crypto, no discount. You have to pay by this area, account holder. Okay, it's called played account holder. Played ACH. Okay, so if you use this one to pay your amount to get the money, then you will be able to get that. See here, code MFFU for 5% off. If you would love to use my code, any other's code, you have to pay by this one. If you pay by this one, there is no discount, nothing. By paid by card, nothing is going to help you. Here is the coupon, okay? For example, MFFU. Okay? If I apply this one, look, coupon has code except this is the coupon code from my funded futures. I'm not using my code. I'm using the my funded futures code. Like here, you will get. Okay, let me check. Actually, T2 wizard. You cannot. Is there anyone knows any other code? You can try from here. Okay, if you put the coupon code here and then press the apply, if you see there is a discount and it's written, I mean card is selected, then you will get that discount. If you don't get it, then you have to pay by this way, or maybe you can use the my MFFU to get the discount. You can try. Okay, just do all of these things by yourself. You will get everything is over here. You don't need to ask anyone. Okay, so market finally fall, didn't take that buy side liquidity fall and close that unfilled gap. So let's see if it can make a breaker block for that buy side liquidity again. Just go over there and check it by yourself, brother. You will understand everything. It's very easy, simple. You don't need to ask anyone about that. So far this is the breaker block, the highest up close body close candle. This is the breaker block. So far low, high, lower low. I want to see a breaker block here somewhere so that I can go for the buy from there to until this buy side liquidity. If it can make a breaker block here somewhere, maybe I'll be able to catch that buy from this breaker block. As I told that I'll go for the three types of entry: inverse gap entry, 22 YT model, and breaker block. That was the 22 YT model entry. I was not able to catch that entry because of the volatility. So let's see if it can provide me the breaker block entry over here or not. If it keep going higher from here, I have nothing to do. So I have to wait either an inverse gap entry or a breaker block entry. And if it doesn't provide me entry opportunity, let's go. Okay, I'll be happy with small losses, kind of $600 loss, something like that. I'll let it go like that way. I'm going to put my buy side liquidity there, okay? Because these are much more cleaner. So I'm gonna keep it over there. Bro, this is outside of the session. Always take stop loss in this time. What do you mean by that, Katie Khan? What is outside of the session? It's not outside of the session. I can go for the trade here without any kind of session jet or session problem. If it keep going high like this way and take that buy side liquidity, I'm just helpless over here because I have to wait for a breaker block. So far this is the breaker block, and obviously I can't take the buy the top and close the trade here. I can't do that. And if it keep going high like this way, I'm just unlucky over here because I was looking for a breaker block around this area. I would go for that breaker block. It didn't provide me, so I'm just unlucky over here. Think about the volatility. If it was not that much volatile, oh, what a nice run! What a nice run! And then we'll see if there is a breaker block or not. Well, I'm not framing any sell because I really don't want to see that the sell side liquidity market is going to take here. That sell side liquidity market is going to take by this AM session. I really didn't want to see that, so I wanted to see that it will go higher. Now, as I don't have any buy side liquidity, I was forcing at least until the London high, which is over here, until the London high, or maybe until this area. I wanted to see that market will reach on any of them. I can force the market for this one as a breaker block, but to be honest, it doesn't look like a breaker block. I mean, it's just falling, right? There is no swing. So I can't simply say that this is the breaker block, but it can work. I am not sure, but it can work. I'm not going to take the entry from this one, but it can work. I'm not going to take the entry from this one because it doesn't look like a swing. It's just two down close candle, one up close candle, again down close candle. So it's not a perfect breaker block, so I'm not going to take my entry from there, but it can work. I would love to wait for a breaker block. If it can make a breaker block, I'll go for the trade. Otherwise, I'll just let this go. I repeat, it can work, but it's not a clean breaker block. This candle is not a clean breaker block, but it can work. As it's not clean, I'm not taking the entries from there. And maybe it will be a losing trade. Let me check. So if I put the here, stop loss maybe there, target is there. So let's see if it can work or not. I'm not taking this one because that is not clean. That is just an up close candle, but it seems it can work as a breaker block. I'm waiting to see any kind of lower low now. If it can make a lower low, then I'll be able to go for that trade. There is no lower low, I'm not going to push the button. Not a good day, to be honest, Jerry. How much was the loss? 7. Still, look over here. Even if I go for that, it's 17 handle loss. Not a perfect entry point, but still it is 17 handle stop loss. Oh man. Why I care about that stop loss? Because when I'm going to take an entry, I'm believing that it is going to work. But sometimes if it doesn't work, what is going to happen? I'm going to get a huge loss. So if I'm wrong, I want to make sure that my loss is small. That's all. First fair Cup entry in opposite way, it has provided 42 handle. I didn't close it or didn't take the partial because I wanted to hold it until the liquidity where I messed up. So I took an entry here, there, and it has provided me 42 handle. From there to there, it was 42 handle. I just didn't close it. I messed up. I just got break even to the break even. I wish it's not more than 1000, but let me check. Yeah, near about $600, 33, 23, $623 drawdown. Even though I'm in still profit, but it is loss. So far, I have made $1,000 in this live funded account. I have to be strict until $5,100 to avoid the trailing drawdown. Let's come back here so that if I get any breaker block entry, I can catch it. One more thing, guys. I mean, I should not say this, but when I'm trading in front of all of you, a lot of pressure actually made. I don't know you guys can feel it or not, but when I'm in front of like 200 people, I'm going to push my button. It's a lot of pressure. So sometimes I feel hesitant. It is also a problem. Still now I didn't find the breaker block. So far this candle is holding the price. You can see this is the low. It's not taken yet. The low of this candle is not taken yet. But I didn't find the breaker block yet. So I'm not going to push the button from 39 to 40. Okay, it was good. No trade is valid from 11:30 to 8:30 a.m. until Friday. So today's 11:30 to until Friday 8:30 a.m. No trade is valid. If anyone would love to trade, make sure that your trade is done. Okay, actually today you can trade maybe the lunch hour. No, you should not because you have the FOMC. So FOMC will keep this market like that way. So you should not because tomorrow's holiday. I was thinking lunch hour can be beautiful. because before the holiday lunch hour, most of the time it's so beautiful. But as we have FOMC, I don't think so it's a good idea to trade around the lunch hour. What a horrible price action and what a good price action. Both of them. Horrible because from 15 minutes it's horrible. Good because that 22 YT model worked perfectly. Horrible because it was too volatile. Beautiful because though it was volatile, it worked precisely. So much precisely it worked. So either way, this is the both of situation. Whoever is lucky, he will say this is a good price action. Who is not lucky, he will say it's a bad price action. And who actually outlined the trade without pushing the button like me, I will say it's good and bad, both of them. Tomorrow is holiday. Tomorrow, no trade. London will be open, but I prefer. I mean, either way, you should not trade the London session as well tomorrow because the day after tomorrow is NFP. So the last line to trade is 11:30. I'll say this is the bad luck. I was waiting for a breaker block, but actually market didn't make the breaker block. Use this candle as a breaker block. Now, from maybe 15-second chart or 5-second chart, you will see there is a very nice breaker block. But from 1 minute chart, it's not a breaker block. It's just an up close candle which is working as a breaker block. As I told, it can work as a breaker block. As it's not clean, I'm not interested to take the entry from this breaker block here to this buy side liquidity. I'm just unlucky here. I was waiting for a breaker block entry for this buy side liquidity. Market didn't provide me that. I'm not going for the trade. No, this week is the NFP. This is the NFP week. 1050 candle, 1050 candle, 1050 candle. There is the buy side liquidity which is going to be taken. 1050 candle. Where is 1050? This one? No, I can't use this one as an inverse gap. It's not the inverse gap because market didn't take the liquidity. It's not the inverse gap. According to me, by the way. It can tap to this gap before taking that buy side liquidity. Obviously not going to push the button. Let me check the stop loss. Honestly, this will work as an order block. The liquidity has been taken, though shallow run, so it's not convinced yet, but that is the liquidity which has been taken over here from this breaker block. So whoever would love to take the entry, I am not interested, but yeah, that was a possibility. Stop loss is going to be just below that breaker block, one tick below that breaker block. Target was that buy side liquidity. That could be the target. Not convinced yet. That liquidity has been taken though, but not convinced yet because it's the shallow run. Honestly, this order block will hold the price, send the market at least until the low of this new day opening gap. At least until that new day opening gap low should be traded. No, order block has been broken. Didn't go until the new day opening gap, so really little weird. Why you didn't go to the new day opening gap low? You should touch that new day opening gap low. Remember, the buy set has been taken, okay? That was the buy set liquidity that has been taken, but it's a shallow run, and if it could tap to the low of this new opening gap, that would be the best case of scenario. But the liquidity has been taken over there already. So the if the market would love to fall now for this liquidity, which is here, it is also valid. I'll go for a sell now if it can make this as a inverse gap. That means body close below this gap, and then I'll start to look for a selling opportunity. I will check first the stop loss. Obviously, if it is huge, then obviously I'm not going to take it. 14 handle. Yeah, I'll go for that. Inverse gap. I need to see the body close first below this gap, then I'll go for this inverse gap entry. If it doesn't close below this gap, I'm not going to take it. Oh, shit. 11:29. So still I have 1 minute left to think about it. And, okay, I'm in the market. Let's see if it can fall now. My target is this sell side liquidity here. I'll try to take a partial around this area. So this will be the partial. This will be the target. This is the inverse gap. Market tap to this gap, went higher, take all of the liquidity. So I wanna see this will work as an inverse gap, and it will go for this relatively equal lows. Until here, this is the partial area, 29 handle. Try to take the partial over there. Stop loss is 14 handle. Just covered the low of this first presented gap. Should cover the whole first presented gap, just not interested to cover, because if it would love to work as an inverse gap, it should not close above the 50% of this inverse gap. So even if it go little higher, it should not close above there. That is okay. Got stopped out. What is that? Okay, I didn't. Why didn't close it over there? Didn't work. So this was the last opportunity for me to trade. Failed. Took maybe 100 loss. Yeah, $100 extra loss. Let's see. So done for this consolidation day. To be honest, it's really difficult to trade, as it supported my stop loss for 14 handle, something like that. So I tried for one more time for this inverse gap, for this relatively equal lows, and where it has made more relatively equal lows. I should have covered this whole fair value gap, first presented gap, but I just took that risk until the low. If it worked like that way, I would be very happy, and then if it could keep falling. It didn't work, so I'm done for this session. This weird session, to be honest, this is really weird. You will keep seeing this type of weird session until February 1st week, and after that I believe it will be better. It will be much more better. Stay safe, guys, and I wish that uh, yeah, try to be stay safe around this market. It's really difficult to trade here right now. A very tough session. Really big tough session. This is too bad. Okay, guys, see you in Friday. Okay, we'll see you again around Friday. Be patient until 15th, sorry, 2nd of February. Then I hope the session will be better. Until then, cheers, guys.